Good afternoon, everybody. Rocking my U.S. Navy veteran shirt today. So thankful that I did that. You know, I wanted to get on and talk about YouTube this evening. Been kind of sitting around looking at Canva today and looking at my analytics. And I need to get a video where people watch more than a minute and a half of my videos. I my average uh, retention is, I don't know, it fluctuates between 1 and 8% retention rate, and then view time is like a minute and 45 seconds. So I mean, at one end, I'm doing very well at knocking out that first 30 seconds or whatever, but my problem is keeping people watching. And it's difficult because, when you're in a certain niche or you talk about a certain topic, it's very, very hard to keep people's attention, for a long period of time. But if your information is good and all of that, then you can get there. So that's just something that I'm gonna have to work on is keeping people watching. I don't have any gimmicks and stuff like that. It's just me. So I mean, that's something in the future that I'm gonna have to work on. But I'm at like 700 and almost damn 800 videos. So I guess it's better late than never to find out, you know, what you've been doing wrong and try to fix it. I think that editing is that fix, but you try to go forward, and nobody helps you with your stuff. Either you got it or you don't got it. So I have to take some time and learn more and more about editing my YouTube videos. That's just what I'm gonna have to do if I'm gonna survive. I survived this long just off of pure, raw material and information, but I one way that I've survived is people say you gotta edit your stuff or this, that, other. I pretty much just get to my work area, set my cameras up, and go to work. And that worked for a little while. But at the end of the day, it needs to be cleaner, it needs to be better, and this, that, and other for people to watch. Either they're gonna watch or they're not gonna watch. Either they're gonna click or they're not gonna click. So another thing is I'm gonna have to work on my thumbnails and this, that, and other, because I usually just let YouTube pick my thumbnails, and it works, but it doesn't work. I got 287,000 views off of just doing me for the last 2 or 3 years. I've learned that I can do longer version videos or whatever, but a lot of times I don't plan them. That's my fault. I got on up to that. Like if I go fishing, I just turn the camera on. That works sometimes, but not all the time. Has anybody else had issues that's a creator of, you get burnt out sometimes and you just like, okay, let me turn the camera on. And, that's, I mean, You live and die by what you do and don't do. So that's about to deliver this water this afternoon. It's damn near 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'm talking about this morning, cause I haven't done much today. But sitting around thinking, and sometimes when you get to thinking, either things happen or you go deeper down the rabbit hole. But I am gonna concentrate more time on learning how to edit. I have Canva. I pay for it or whatever, but it's so hard to learn how to use. Some people, I watch some videos and they, oh, Canva's so easy. Canva's so easy. No, it's not. And then you got the editor on YouTube. Even that's not easy because it's like breaking down something into the smallest, minute uh, attributes and then trying to put it back together. And I was an electronics technician, but I am not a video technician. So yeah, I'm gonna have to learn that. And if you want to succeed on YouTube, you're gonna have to learn that too. It's eventually, because they were saying before, just get on, just start making videos. But at the end of the day, you're gonna burn out, and if you can't weather the storm, then you might quit. But there's no quit in this Navy veteran. So anyway, I'm out here with Minnie. She been in the house with me all day, so I'm just kind of letting her roam and do what she wants. Here she comes across here now. Look, there's no traffic back here, so I just let her do her thing for a little bit. But that's let me sum it up. If you can't edit, you're not gonna last long. If you can't do a thumbnail, you're not gonna last long. And so that's me telling on myself and saying I have to get better at these things if I'm going to continue. And I'm at 485 subscribers, which I'm very, very thankful for. And I'm just going to continue to try to be real, but I'm trying to clean this thing up and make it more worthwhile for the viewer and more worthwhile for myself. I'll feel better if the better the product, the better I'll feel as far as what I'm putting out. So that's this afternoon's video. And you guys stay the course, stay motivated, stay positive, and keep on keeping on. Keep posting, be authentic, and all of that. You know, I had to get with my friend Anthony Lattis, and I haven't seen any of his stuff for a while, so I'm gonna have to reach out to him and give him a shout out. But yeah, you guys have a blessed day. You were just now inside the Curtis Minor experience.